This is Rata Today, a proud subsidiary of Rana Energy Solutions.
Some light drizzle is expected to shower Rana landing, while Murat Baru is believed to receive some heavy downpour. My name is Wyll in Rata with Today News, and I'll be delivering the news to you this morning and throughout the next hour. We begin our first story in Metrica province with some good news for some folks out there with pattern baldness. Enviocom crew researchers in Metrica's Hylic communities have announced that blow dart poisons used by Hylic tribals may have some hair regeneration properties. The poisons, when given in minute concentrations with exact ratios to Envio's Elixir 74, seems to encourage protracted and speedy hair growth in patients. Elixir HA74, as Envio has gotten to calling it, has gone through the final rigors of a protracted series of stages of animal testing and is scheduled for non-Asura and Asura testing later this week. If approved by Enviocom's crew board, the drug is slated to be marketed for commercial availability sometime later this month. Our next story comes from council chambers where the 1326 budget deal is under fire now from Synergetics representatives, citing fears of attempted maneuvers by Dynamics representatives to trim down much recently announced plans for downsizing of the College of Statics. The budget appropriations process is one of the most contentious processes that the Arcane Council undergoes annually, but analysts are saying that the divide stands greater than ever before, with issues revolving Arcane Eye Peacemaker budget allocation, the rise in maintenance golem costs, and the unexpectedly high gate revenue streaming in. Speaking on behalf of Synergetics, Professor Rhea offered the following statement. As undeniable as the market favoring of Dynamics has been with the recent Golem demand surge, synergetics and statics remain critical foundations for research into these markets. The structural integrity of Golem armor, for example, is derived from statics research, and programming subprotocols are traditionally synergetics field. This undermining of the fundamentals will lead Asura society astray and ultimately bring more harm to the economy. I urge everyone of all backgrounds, synergetics, statics, and dynamics, to oppose this lockstep with market conditions for the progenies. End quote. We turn next to the international section. In Middle Tyria, authorities from the human nation of Krita have announced the arrest of one Char by the name of Merciferous. The Char, who was arrested by the Seraph for pending to be disclosed reasons, has been further identified by Crichton authorities as a member of the Char extremist group, the Flame Legion. The sentence is to be carried out by a method known to Crichtons as a firing squad, a cost-efficient method of execution prevalent in the developing world. It involves severally trained executioners to fire firearms at the sentence till death occurs from multiple gunshot wounds. Experts say the move is expected to be a converging point between the Char Legion Coalition and Krita, two entities which have had a historically tense international history due to a history of military confrontation. This just in, a somewhat sad story from Middle Tyria again, this time from the Kessex region in Krita. The town of Quarryside was yet again the target of a Centaur siege attack, and local sources are saying that at least 10 people have died from the attacks, and at least a dozen remain unaccounted for. The Kessex region remains one of the most violent regions in Krita, where Centaur presence remains strong in difficult to disperse caverns and mountains. Lion's Arch representatives have released a statement condemning the attacks and calling the Centaurs and Crichtons to resume three-party talks again, which broke down the previous week. The Centaurs refused the premise of the talks, citing the condition for the Centaurs to the right of return to their historical homes in Krita and the end of human settlement construction in Centaur regions. A truly tragic story out of developing Tyria there. The Department of Peacemakers has also released a travel advisory warning for all citizens of Rata going to Kessex and Krita. That's it for now. Please stay tuned for some words from our sponsors. Rana Assorted Energy Solutions, powering your brighter future. When we come back, we try to answer the question that's been the hot topic of town lately. Elder dragons and worldwide magic levels, are they linked? My guest Professor Gore says yes, but noted commentator Bill from Really says, "That's crazy, you pinhead." Stay tuned.